This is Ella, and today we're going to show on Ella how to create a younger look on more mature skin. I want to show you the things to avoid and the things to look for in trying to achieve a younger and more youthful appearance. One of the first things I use actually is my freeze frame. This is sort of like Botox in a jar. It's a wrinkle solution cream, and it fills the lines like spackle, actually, so it makes an instant difference in the skin, and you'll feel a dramatic firming. And this should be the first thing to touch your skin, because you want it to actually work. If you put a moisturizer first or anything else first, you're sort of creating a barrier between the freeze frame and your skin. And you're supposed to apply the freeze frame, leave it for 2 minutes, and then reapply. And you can put some on the forehead. It's also really great between the brows. I got rid of my little frown mark between the eyebrows with the freeze frame. And now I only use it. I used it every day for a couple of days, and now I only use it once a week, maybe, whenever I feel like the frown mark is coming back. If someone has lines around the lips, you know, on the upper lip, it's great for diminishing that as well. But this can also be used as a preventative measure. It's okay to use moisturizer on top of the freeze frame because that won't dilute the freeze frame in any way. So this is the Ultimate Therapy Cream. It's a moisturizer that has every antioxidant vitamin known to mankind, soy protein, rose extract, coenzyme Q10, salicylic acid, kojic acid. It's got everything but SPF in it because some people find SPF to be irritating. And now that we've done that, we're going to do a little concealer around the eyes. And then we want to do a foundation. This one is very light. It's my Diva Creme Fresh Liquid Powder. And you want just a little bit to even out the complexion. You don't want it to look heavy or obvious. And now we're going to do a dark eyeliner on the upper lash line, and this is really going to lift your eyes. And you don't want to use black because black can be very aging and harsh. And brown sometimes doesn't have enough impact. So you want to do a very dark brown or a mahogany color. The perfect color I'm using right now is sort of a combination of brown and black. Open, please. Wow. Okay, you don't want anything on the lower lash line to drag the eyes down. A little black mascara to the upper lash line only. Look right in the mirror. You can do as many coats as you want. The more you apply, the more you're lifting your eye. Mascara on the lower lash line will just draw attention to any fine lines, bags, wrinkles, things we don't want to draw attention to. And it also visually will drag the eyes down. So it's best to avoid mascara on the lower lash line. This is what I call my anti-gravity makeup routine. Everything goes up. Two things that disappear as you get older are the brow line and the lip line. They both get thinner. So filling in the brow line and the lip line can add years to a person's features. We want to stay in the realm of reality, so we're going to use a blonde pencil to soften her brow line, but also make the shape stronger. See the difference? So a brow line can be made to look strong. It doesn't mean it has to be dark. That's a very common mistake. People use colors that are too dark for their eyebrows, and it looks very obvious. And it doesn't look like a strong eyebrow, it just looks like a filled in, like a made up looking eyebrow. So you really want a color that's one shade lighter than your hair color. And when it comes to eyeshadows and blush, you want to avoid shimmery colors, you want to avoid anything too glossy, and you want to keep it very matte and soft. So I'm going to use my Alive blush. It's matte, and it can have a light reflective appearance, that's fine, but you want to avoid really shimmery products. With the blush brush, I'm going to sweep it right over the eyes. And then we're going to take the same blush and we're going to apply it to your cheeks. And with the blush, it's very important, you want this to be the strongest point of color on the high part of the cheekbone. Same reason as you do a dark liner on the upper lash line, you want this to be the strongest point of color, so when someone looks at you, their eye is unconsciously drawn upwards. So you start from the apple of the cheek and then just go straight up, and always sort of clean off the brush up here by the eyes. You can take this particular blush also and do a little bit along the hairline, just to give yourself a youthful glow. And then, if you want to contour your jawline a little bit, you can take this, because it's a warm earth tone, you can just do a little bit along the jawline, blending downwards. And this has a very slimming effect and is very youthful. If you're self-conscious, you don't want to look like you have blush along your jawline, you can take a little translucent powder and go over it with the translucent powder. And with the powder, you just go over it. You're not wiping it off, but you're just blending it in so that it looks natural and not like you have makeup along your jawline. Then lips. This is always a big issue with more mature women. Some women feel washed out with brown-based lipsticks. They feel they need a brighter color. I say brighter colors are great, and you should use them because a bright color can really wake up your entire face. Even if everything is like warm earth tones, if you use a bright lipstick, it really can be very youthful. I'm going to use a gloss also because a gloss is also moisturizing, and it makes the lips look very juicy and moist. And a moist lip is a youthful lip. So this is a bright color called Hot Flash. And it looks great on you. And then I'm going to build up the lip a little bit with a pencil. And the reason we want to do that is, as I said earlier, you want to make the lips and the brow line a little bit fuller to give you a more youthful appearance. So I do gloss first so I can see exactly where we need the pencil, where we need to build up the lip. I stay in what I call the realm of reality. I stay on the lip line, but with an eye towards fullness. There you have it. Beautiful.